Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Not sure if we're going to get the rain or not. Looks like it wants to, but I don't know. We'll see. There's like a 40-50% chance that we're going to get rain, so who knows. Time will tell. Time will tell, that is for sure. Look at that. I was going to show you the leaves really changing. I'm just going to kick this around nice and slow so you guys can see. Yeah, getting there. It's getting there. So, that time of year, temperatures are changing, weather's changing. There'll be lots of fun soon. Lots of fun soon. Alright, I wanted to talk about in this video situation with the Gaza in the Middle East. Israel, see there's I had blocked the door. I said, if you want to come out, you're going to have to come out the other way. And that's exactly what she did. And if I go in 2 minutes later, they want to, especially her, she wants to be in 2 minutes after I'm in the house. But anyway, I want to talk about the situation over there. Saudi Arabia just made a veiled threat, I guess, if you will. And they said that if Israel starts to annex any of the land in Gaza, that they would that there would be ramifications from that, like the Abrams Accord, and that would go out the window. Normalization ties with Israel would be done as well. They would not let Israel fly in their airspace. There was a lot of blowback from that, and I get that. I mean, I totally get what they're saying. But again, when you have a threat on your border and you take it out, well, like I said, I'm a big believer in that's my land now. It belongs to me. If I've taken that over, then now it belongs to me. And if you don't like it, too bad. I think that's kind of. I understand why Israel's doing what they're doing. I really, truly do. And like I said, I'm not all super rah Israel. I do support Israel's right to defend itself. And everybody wants to make a big thing out of this, but they weren't the ones that started it. Israel didn't start it. Israel didn't sneak attack and kill a bunch of people. They've actually, in a lot of cases, have said to the civilian population, get out of this area because we're coming. And if you don't get out of that area when you know that they're coming, whose fault is that? And I understand that they're under a lot of pressure from the people that are in charge in that area not to leave. But, if you are a non-combatant, might be best to get out of Dodge. That's just my take on that one. You know me, guys. My policy would be scorched earth. Everybody that's from this line over is the enemy. You take them out, all of them, every single one, and then you take it over, period, end of story. And if people like it or don't like it, that's just too bad. That's the way I would look at it. That's just my take. That's the way I would do it. Whatever I acquire becomes mine, and if you don't like it, too bad. That's it. I mean, that's how we should be doing this all along anyway. So when did we all of a sudden get so super sensitive and give a crap? And here's the thing is, like I said, you've had the UK, Australia, and Canada. What are you doing, girly? You've had those countries just recognize a Palestinian state. We can recognize whatever you want. If there's no Palestinian state to recognize, if it ain't there, what are you going to do? In the UN, they're a freaking joke too. I'm sorry, But, like I said, Israel's no joke. They're not the ones you want to screw with. And they're not going to screw around. And, we have, a president now that's like, hey, do what you got to do. I mean, he'll publicly come out and say, oh, we need to show restraint and we need to do this and we need to do that. But, behind closed doors, We've completely rearmed Israel. I know that a lot of people don't know that because they've done it kind of quietly. But where do you think their weapons are coming from, folks? You know, they're coming from us. Every weapon that they're using over there, it's coming from us. So, you know, all the high technology stuff that Israel's using, we provide that. And, you know, they take care of business. They're no joke. There's a huge, I'm going to tell you what, there's a huge difference to me between a Jew and an Israeli. Israel, they are not somebody you screw around with. Mossad is amazing. Those are, again, another group of people that you do not want to screw with. You do not want to be on their radar. You don't want to be on their list. And if you're a target, you know, that's not a good thing. So, and Israel will do whatever's necessary. If they have to take down a city block to kill some, you know, nuclear scientists, they're okay with that. And if they take out, you know, the wives, the children, and everybody else, well, then that's, you know, that's the price you pay. So those are things that, like I said, we don't, in this country, we don't fight wars like the way we should fight wars anymore. We fight wars with kid gloves on, and, well, we don't want to offend anybody, and, you know, you can't fight wars like that, folks. You have to eradicate your enemy. You kill them all, because then nobody's there to grow up and kill you later on. There's no guerrilla warfare if there's nobody to do that. Take them all out, period, end of story. It ends it. No more problems, you know. And if you don't want to be killed, then you better run, and you go to other countries, wherever you're going to go. I mean, I know that sounds super harsh, but hey, you know, and then you take it over, and then it's yours, period, end of story. Like I said, that's how it should be done. It's exactly how it should be done, you know. I don't know, that's just me. That's the way I would do it. This now belongs to me, and if you don't like it, too bad. And if you have a problem with it and you want to do something about it, bring it on. But I'm not much of a diplomacy guy when it comes to that. So these cats are hilarious. And as soon as I walk in the camper, guys, literally, as soon as I walk in the camper, she'll be on that screen again, going, okay, I'm ready to come in. Too funny. So, I don't know, like I said, I support Israel, let them do what they got to do, and if the rest of the world cries about it, tough. You know, that's the way I feel. Anyway, I will talk to you all later. I hope you have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.